Good day, Minecraftians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 74 of my Agrarian Skies Hardcore Quest Let's Play. This game pack by Jadedcat is available on the Feed the Beast launcher. Last time, we started in on jewelry, and I got a couple of pretty pieces of purple pearl jewelry to wear around with Restoration and Sonic the Hedgehog on my ring, and I believe when I tossed my bracelet through, I ended up with the same enchants, except Sonic the Hedgehog 5 instead of Sonic the Hedgehog 4. You can strip these enchants off in the auto disenchanter using some books, and it can be worth it, because if you want to keep re-enchanting the same piece, it's, easiest just to take the enchants off that you already have. Also, you might want to combine them to higher levels or copy them. For example, Restoration can be very useful, but on a low durability item like a ring, it's not that great. However, if I combine the Restoration 2 on this with the Restoration 2 on my bracelet, I could get a Restoration 3 bracelet, which has 400 durability, which will go a lot further. So, today I want to get the highest level possible mirror, and to get my hands on that, I need some of these magic droplets. The magic droplets come from clownfish or Minecraft fish. To get to either of those, I'm going to need to use fish breeding. There is a way to fish every single fish out of the water live. However, it's up in the air whether that's going to stay or not. We know that fish breeding is going to stick around, so I'm going to show you that method. To get the clownfish, I need enderfish and koi. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Just looked it up. It is, in fact, koi. So the enderfish, you can fish these guys up. Actually, no, you can't fish these up. You need to combine blazefish and nightfish. Nightfish you can fish up either at night or in the end. Blazefish you need to breed from glowfish and undead fish, and there's a whole very long breeding chain involved to get to them. And this is very much like your bee breeding, except using a few different mechanics. Yeah, there's going to be a lot to get to the clownfish, actually. That seems to be a very high tier fish. That's actually kind of interesting. So, if I take a look at Mariculture fish breeding, the very first thing that I'm going to need is the proper reference manual. See there, I got Sonic the Hedgehog 4 off, and this guy still has Restoration 2. If I toss him back through, I think that's going to damage the ring enough to destroy it, but we'll see. The manual that I need can be attained by combining a reed fishing rod with a book, if you did not get it naturally, to get fishing and breeding number 42. If I take a look in there, it will tell you everything you need to know about sifters, fishing nets, fish oil, what you can do with the fish oil, how to make the titanium rods to make your own titanium fishing rod, how to make the RF fishing rod, though that might be slightly disabled or bugged in this particular pack. I'm currently on version 2.1.7 of Agrarian Skies, as I decided to go the early adopter route, and there might be a couple of strange recipe bugaboos still about in there. They'll get corrected in 2.1.8 or later, I am certain. So I don't necessarily recommend you update immediately, however, I didn't have any problems doing so. But if I look up, for example, what you can do with a titanium fishing rod... Oh, where is it? There it is. I don't think you're supposed to be able to combine 2 titanium fishing rods, a titanium battery, and some string to get an ender egg from X Aliquo. I believe that the only way you're supposed to be able to get your hands on that is by sieving the dragon egg. So, yeah, be wary if you update to 2.1.7. Now, this will also show you all the different bait that you can use with the different rods, but that's not the part that we're interested in. What we're interested in is the aquatic environment analyzer and the different biome defaults. That's going to help us out a lot. Over here in this pool, which I've decided is going to be my fishing pool, is a nice simple plains biome, which means if I look up plains in here, it's freshwater at 10 degrees C, which gives me where I need it to be able to start modifying it in case I want to breed a specific kind of fish. Now, this will show you all of the fish that can easily be fished up. You can get nightfish, netherfish, blazops, neon tetras, damselfish, spiderfish, stingrays, squids, cod, and minnow. These are available in Agrarian Skies specifically, in any water at any temperature. You do not need to worry about biome. However, biome is important for breeding purposes. That has not been removed because you can use upgrades to adjust the biome. Now, where are we going to be doing our fish breeding? Well, much like bees, fish need a special structure to be able to breed. And you're going to want to put them into a fish feeder. I happen to have a fish feeder right here with me. And I'm going to take a look at those clownfish again and go down to the, oh, what was it? Enchanting drops? Hang on. There we go. Water droplet. Ah, droplet. Enchanting droplet. Maybe? Magic? Magic droplet. Yes. So we're going to burrow all the way down to how to create one of these. Angelfish and squid. Nope. Neon tetra and damselfish looks like a good start. So if I take a look in here, I'm going to need to find myself a neon tetra. Preferably one that's alive. Fertility very low. That's going to be a bit of a problem. So this is going to take a while, I'm sure. And you'll notice that each of these has a male or a female to it. You're going to want to make sure that you don't run out of each kind, so be a little bit careful. Though you can always go and fish up more. Sorry about the phone going off there. Let me get this thing put onto silent. Oh, wow. And now it's going crazy. There we go. Facebook games and such. Minion Rush. That stuff is fun, but I'm a lover of Despicable Me, so... Alright, so I have a female neon tetra. I'm going to grab a male angelfish. Take this feeder down into the middle here. Slap it down. Put these two in. And it should tell me, oh, I need fish food. Also, this is not the right environment for these fish. If I hover over the fish, it tells me... Wait, hover over its indicator to see... Oh, you know what? It helps if I wear my snorkel when I'm hanging out underwater for that long. There are better breathing apparatus as well available. Hover over its indicator to see the issue. I'm not certain what indicator it's talking about. Hang on. Let me double check this. Ah, there we go. So this is too cold, preferred saline water. This is also too cold and no fish food. Huh. If I need to breed angelfish with neon tetras, that might be a bit of an issue. So how do I get the water salinated for the angelfish? Well, I'm going to need to make myself a salination upgrade. And those are available, just like most. The salination upgrade, right there, is made with aluminum, salt of either type, and the basic impurity upgrade. And you can use the salination upgrade to create the salinator upgrade tier 2. The tier 2 is as high as it goes. So the base and then the basic impurity upgrade is just netherrack, fermented spider eyes, gold, bone, and nether wart. So I'm going to teach my system how to make those, get a couple of them prepared for me, and be right back. One other thing you may have noticed, if you were quick and paying attention, is that the salinator requires magnesium ingots. And to get those magnesium ingots, I've just stuck a block caster right on my fluid duct that supplies magnesium to my titanium purifier. And in fact, given the amount of titanium that I currently have, 733 blocks, or somewhere north of 6,500 titanium, I think I can safely shut off my titanium purification for a bit and just collect some magnesium. And then I have a block caster with magnesium importing into my system. No problem. So that should be done any time now, as these melt into an ingot piece. And with my 3 hyperkinetic upgrades in there, it goes relatively quickly. So I'm going to head downstairs, and I'm going to wait until I have that block of magnesium. Because... right, magnets. I forgot I taught it how to make all of those magnets and never took those out. So I'll be back. Ah, there we go. Block of magnesium. Teach it how to unpack. And now it knows how to do the entire thing. Fantastic. So I'm going to grab some heating upgrades, which I have a bunch left over. and a salinator. Just the basic one. Should only take a moment, and it produces that for me. Now if I take this, toss it in here, I can see that my angelfish can make the butterfly fish, or well, my angelfish... Oh, you know what? That's the problem. I already have an angelfish. I'm not sure why. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to have an angelfish. Anyway, along the path to the enchanting drop, well, the enchanting droplet, magic droplet? I can never remember the name of this thing. Magic droplet. There we go. I do need that angelfish. Let me sort through and make sure that I'm going to be working with the right fish. Back in a moment. Alright, so here's a pair that we can work with, the salmon and the butterfly fish. Technically, neither of these are base tier fish. You need to breed to get to them. Goldfish and neon tetra gets you the salmon, and to get the goldfish, you need minnow and cod. All of those you can fish up. As for the butterfly fish, squid plus angelfish. And the angelfish is the damselfish plus the neon tetra. So, I'm skipping a couple of steps because I happen to have some extra fish. However, normally you would not be able to do this. Alright, so too cold. Let's give it some more heat. I'm actually going to need better heating upgrades in these. It needs to be 5C higher than it currently is. So if I take a look at my potential heating upgrade options, the ultimate is 14. Let's see what one of those does. There we go. Oh, too hot. Need it to be 5 less than that, so it needs to be more like 9. As you can see, getting your fish to be happy in your fish tanks is a little bit difficult. So maybe 2 of the advanced heating upgrades will do it for me, because I still need to have 1 of these salinator upgrades in there. Prefer saline, no fish food, too hot still. We might need to build this in an entirely different biome to be able to breed the butterfly fish with the salmon, and that's an issue because I believe that that is a required step along the way to the clownfish and my magic droplets. So, the blue tang is only available from butterfly fish and salmon. Alright, so we need to find a biome that I can better manipulate because these things only have a certain number of upgrade slots available to them. Let me do a bit of research and be right back. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to need salty water at precisely 19 degrees C to be able to breed the blue tang, which is a bit difficult, as my options are for heating and cooling upgrades are limited. For heating upgrades, I can have plus 14, plus 5, plus 2, and plus 1. If I want to get 19 out of 10, well, I need a plus 5 and 2 plus 2s, which then means I can't have fresh water. Or if I start in an ocean biome, I can use a plus 14 and a plus 1. Alternatively, if I use a cooling upgrade, which I believe exists, yes they do. Your basic cooling upgrade made with snowballs and cooling components created out of planks and iron, and your standard, advanced, and ultimate cooling upgrades crafted the same way can reduce the temperature. So if I have a minus 1, 2, 5, or 14, what I could do is find a beach at 25 degrees C and reduce that by 6, which would be one of these and one of these. The problem is finding those biomes in this particular map. Alternatively, I could go to a frozen ocean and give it a plus 15 degrees, but I would need to find a frozen ocean first. There's a whole lot of potential issues in all of this. The taiga actually is one of, not a terrible one either. Though, no, actually that one won't work because I'd have to add a plus 14 and 2 plus 2s to make it 19 exactly. Okay, so here's what's going to happen, folks. Because I could not find a temperature combination that could work, I did some more research. The butterfly fish begins being happy at exactly 23 degrees C. the salmon stops being happy at anything above 23 degrees C. I've made myself the aquatic environment analyzer, which you can create with a compass and any sort of fish. And if you right click that anywhere you're at, it will tell you the precise current water temperature and salinity for this biome. You'll notice that as I go higher, the temperature goes down. And I would go lower, the temperature increases, or at least changes. I don't know why it said 27 there for a moment. What was that about? Maybe that was from just falling? That's weird. Anyway, now I'm falling for real because I went too far down. Reverence of the Condor ends at y=0. In any case, point being, I need to get to precisely 23 degrees C. So if I look through my list here, jungle is 25. I've got a jungle nearby. Desert is 45. That would be a bit of a problem. But if I head right over here, there's this one little block of jungle right there. Wow, that actually must be desert. Hang on, let's see. Oh, yep, this is the desert at 48. But there in the jungle, we're at 28. That's much closer to what I need. So if I head over here to where I know that there is a bunch more jungle, because if I check on my map, I can see what the biome is nearby. Huh, I wonder what that magical forest is up there. Let's fly over here, where we are definitely in a magical forest. Water temperature 3, 11. Can't decide. A little bit weird. In any case, oops. What I need to do is I need to find where that jungle goes. But it looks like right over there, there's a nice little jungle area. So if I hit F3, go over here to right underneath where things are looking good. Yeah, there's jungle area directly underneath this. So I'm going to build myself a quick pool out of some stone. And I'll be right back. All right, here I am in my jungle biome underneath my big old laboratory, which is an appropriate place. Water temperature at 26 degrees C. If I put in the butterfly and the salmon, butterfly's okay. Salmon says it's too hot. He also wants more space in the pool. Well, more space in the pool is fairly easy, actually. I can just add a layer to the pool without much trouble. Let's do it right there. There we go. And then I'm just going to scoop up a bucket of water. And this should be enough to fill up everything that I need. There we go. Put you on top. Grab more, put you on bottom. Grab more, put you in the middle. And everything fills in. Fantastic. So, salmon is now happy with the size of the place, but it is not happy with the temperature. And the temperature is going to fluctuate throughout the day and night. It looks like 28 is what we're looking at. In any case, the salmon needs it 6 degrees cooler. To get the temperature 6 degrees cooler, we are going to head into our upgrade center. Well, our factory room anyway. We're going to teach it how to start making the cooling upgrades. So, teach it how to make all of the various cooling upgrades. Use up another, finally filled up another page in my Mac. And if I need 6 degrees less, then I'm going to need 2 cooling upgrades, and this is definitely fresh water, so I will need to get myself some, one of those salinators. Okay. I already have the salinator upgrade. I need the advanced cooling upgrade and the basic cooling upgrade. So if I put in the 2 upgrades, well, the 2 cooling upgrades I have, these guys are happy. These guys are happy. Well, they need saline water. Now they're happy and they're happy, but they want fish food. No problem. Put in some fish food. Well, put in some fish meal. Provides a whole bunch of fish food. And these guys start working. Their lifespan is short on both. However, short seems to mean 9,600 to 12,000 1,000 ticks. Yeah, so these guys are going to need quite a little while to process. And I need to not be standing in the water while I'm talking about this. Yeah, so we're going to let them run. They're going to generate some droplets because it's what fish do. And I'll be back once they have actually gone through the cycle and bred for me. One more important note, temperature changes based on time of day. Now that it's nighttime, the water temperature's down to 21 degrees, and they needed a 2-degree boost for the butterfly fish to stay happy and everybody to keep working. So you're going to want to be a little bit careful to make sure you actually get everything. Oh, and there we go. Fish eggs. The female died, so now we have 500 fish eggs and a raw salmon. What you do with your fish eggs, you take these and hang on, let me get the materials together that I'm going to need for this. Back in a moment. Okay, so when you have your fish eggs, you're going to need to incubate them in an incubator. You build an incubator with 1 incubator base and 2 incubator tops. However, we have blood magic, so we're going to take something up. We're going to take this up a notch. Specifically, I'm going to build it right over here, I think. Let's see about clearing out some space, because I want to use the blood magic ritual that comes built into Mariculture. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And what I'm going to do for that, I'm going to put that master ritual stone down right there, and I'm going to need the ritual of the blood river. Uses a total of 32 stones, or 1/2 of a stack, so make sure it actually uses them all when you are right clicking like this. That looks like everything. Fantastic. So I can put my dirt back in there. And what this guy does, the ritual of the blood river causes your incubator to have a double chance of producing mutated offspring. So it literally doubles your breeding results. It is a fantastic ritual and should always be used. All you need to do is build your incubator directly on top of it. And the incubator is built just like that. You're going to need to supply power to your incubator, which I'm going to do by way of Tesseract because that's, you know, kind of how I do things. You can also set your incubator to automatically eject items into nearby inventories. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to have this on default, receiving energy, and the other 2 block. Or how about receiving energy? That's good. And this fills right up. If I give it the fish eggs, it will start functioning. But like everything, this thing has the potential for upgrades. And what I'm going to be using is one of the ultimate heating upgrades. And 2 of the ultimate hyperkinetic upgrades. So what these do, the heating upgrade causes it to process more fish at one time. Right now, for every go through, it will attempt to hatch 1 fish egg each time. You're not guaranteed a result from the fish egg. But if I wait for those bubbles to fill up, you'll see that that will increment down and maybe I'll get a fish. No fish that time. With the ultimate heating upgrade in there, it doesn't speed things up any, but every time it goes through, more than 1 fish egg will attempt to hatch. And the hyperkinetic upgrades simply increase the speed. So now I'm attempting to hatch, 68 goes down to 53, about 15 at a time. So every degree C increases the speed at which it attempts to hatch. What the heck is that? Sounded like my golems just took some damage, and I don't know why. So, I might not get any fish out of this. That would be sad. In any case, the blue tang that I'm attempting to get, if I take a look at my magic droplets again. There we go. The blue tang. This is one of the hardest fish to get because it has such a specific temperature band that it can be bred in. and there's only about an 8% chance. So there's about a 16% chance from everything. Looks like I got a salmon butterfly hybrid, which is less than fantastic. However, I did get a male and a female out of it. You will always be guaranteed to get at least one male and one female from every breeding attempt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put those right back in here, just like bees. And this whole chain of events is going to proceed exactly like bees from here on in. Too hot, 8 degrees. So pull that out, grab my cooling upgrades. Because they are salmon primary, they will work a little bit better in this biome. So I'm going to let that process, and I'm going to let them, actually, because I don't need the salinator, what I can show you is one other thing. If I use an impurity upgrade in my fish feeder, you will see that they will die off faster. So that bar should go down even faster than it currently does. Guaranteed to hurt with every cycle. All right, I'm going to let them process. I'm going to get myself my fish bread. At this point, I think you guys should know enough to actually do the fish breeding on your own. You've seen all of the basic mechanics of it. Actually, there's just one more thing that I'll show you when we come back. One more pair of fish processed. Get my eggs into my incubator. Hopefully I'll come out with some actual blue tang. That's what I'm looking for this time. Get my raw salmon upstairs into my fish oil crucible furnace, because one salmon is worth like 4 buckets of fish oil, and apparently a chance at some leather. And show you the item that I've been meaning to make, which is the fish analyzer. No. Hang on. There it is. The fish scanner. To make this, you're going to need a copper battery, which is a very easy craft. And you're going to need 1 raw fish or another, and 6 droplets of some type or another. Now, these droplets can be used in crucible furnaces to create exactly what you would expect out of that type. Water droplets, when boiled down, create water. The herbal droplets can be used to create grass blocks. Very, very useful. 3 herbal droplets, 6 earthen droplets. The earthen droplets you can use to make a 1/10 of a dirt block, which you can then use that molten dirt in a block caster to get your dirt block. So you're actually better off creating herbal droplets and earthen droplets and combining them together. But you need to have the right fish to make that happen. I'm not particularly worried about that at this time. So, if I head back, I needed a raw fish, and I don't have any on me, but I can certainly go grab one out of my chest over here. Maybe, assuming I haven't, oh, there's some raw blue tang. Yeah, we'll use that just to taunt myself. And I'm going to need a pearl. My pearl farm over here has been, you know, working right along for me. We'll use one of the reds because I have a bunch of them. I now have more pearls than I am very likely to need. So, hey, why didn't that work? Fish scanner. Can it not use the blue tang? Is that what the problem is? Wow, okay. So, that was weird. I don't know why it's... Oh, does it... It actually specifically needs the frozen droplet, earthen droplet, ender droplet, nether droplet, and poison droplet. That's a bit of a pain. Alright, so we won't be showing you the Mariculture fish scanner today because that is a serious pain in the butt to create. But what we will be doing is... Well, okay, so I can't show you that. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to spend quite a bit of time off screen creating the fish that I need for the clownfish. Because you've seen, honestly, the salmon plus butterfly fish combination is the most annoying possible combination. Oh, now we've got a salmon and a salmon butterfly fish hybrid again. That's okay. We can go back and put the butterfly fish in with the hybrid. So, as you can see, this is something that's going to take me a while. It's a shame that it's going to take me a while, but that's just how these breeding games tend to go sometimes. Once I have myself the fish that I need to continue, though, the clownfish specifically, I'll show you how to set up a fish feeder to create a, well, basically to automate production. So, be back in probably a few hours, I would guess, at this point, because to get the clownfish, I need to create multiple fairly intense breeding chains, because I need to get the enderfish and the koi. The koi is made with the blue tang that I'm about to make, and the Siamese fighting fish, which comes from a catfish and a man-o'-war, which comes from jellyfish and anglerfish. Jellyfish is squid and pufferfish. Yeah, as you can see, I've got a long way to go. There's a lot of breeding that's going to need to happen to make this clownfish a possibility. The nightfish I already have. The blazefish is going to be one of the hard ones because the glowfish requires combining the netherfish with the pufferfish. So this is going to be a very tight temperature band that these guys will actually work on. I'll probably need to set up a pool in the desert. We'll see exactly how it works out. I believe this is going to be another one of the, basically the other really annoying fish on the breeding chain. Yeah, so I'm going to be at this for quite a while. Once I have a big collection of fish, I'll be back to show you everything that I've done, all of the pools that I've built, and what it took to get to the clownfish. Actually, I just took a look at the time, and that's going to have to wait for tomorrow's episode, in which I will be showing you how to automate a fish feeder and set it up for maximum production, because, unfortunately, we are out of time. So, please join me tomorrow for my continued mariculture fish breeding exploits. I'll be doing a lot of the laborious, manual, annoying, kind of tedious work between episodes, and next time we'll get back into the fun stuff. Thank you very much for joining me. Please leave a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the episode and would like to see more of the same. Please leave a thumbs down and tell me what I can do better if you did not enjoy yourself. And I will see you next time.